Howdy everybody, it's Daryl here from How Daryl Rolls, and today I'm celebrating a special day for this channel, Skate Hive, and everything that I've been working on for the longest time now. Today is the second birthday of the fork over to Hive. So just a little background. Basically, it used to be a different platform called Steemit. I'm not going to go over the whole backstory here because it's long and I don't want to just butcher it to try to save time. So you can just look for the takeover of Steemit. There is a ton of articles about it. I've talked about it a few times on this channel if you see some of my older videos. But basically, it went from an owned platform to one that was owned by the community, and there was no central authority, no corporation, no headquarters behind everything. And it created the very unique possibility and more decentralized than pretty much any other platform out there that I'm aware of, next to Bitcoin itself. So that is why we're happy to call Hive our home, and why I'm so excited to celebrate its second birthday. Honestly, it feels like it's been a lot longer than 2 years because so much has happened in that time, and I barely even think of the old name of being was it Skate Steam or Steam Skate? I think it was Steam Skate, and now we're Skate Hive. Um, yeah, it seemed like so long ago. And the interesting thing is that is honestly why I think my account did so well. There was a fork where everything that was on Steam then got duplicated over to Hive. And then you still had your Steam, which I sold because I wasn't planning to use the controlled platform that was being taken over. And instead, I got all that duplicated for free over to Hive. So it was basically everything that I'd earned for years from 2017 up until 2 years ago, I duplicated. And then, of course, the price of Hive started beating the old chain, which normally does not happen. Normally, forks are always a smaller chain that has less value than the original, because plenty of people tried to fork Bitcoin. None of those are very successful. We're not talking about Bitcoin Gold. We're not talking about Bitcoin Cash. But Hive basically was the community saying goodbye to the control system. So very, very awesome. I highly recommend you look at that. Even if you're not into Hive itself, it's an important part of history in blockchain and just the development of technology, and also for what it means to democracy. Because could you imagine if, say, politician A decided that first he's going to promise you the world, get elected, and then he delays and then tells you that it's no longer possible to do what he promised, or just flat out ignores it. Could you imagine if instantly you could just change your vote and then re-elect his opposition? Well, then as politicians, you'd have to keep your promise, because very quickly you'd get immediately kicked out. So that would drastically change politicians' behavior, in my opinion. But I could get into how the whole power structure works and how that's why they don't let that be a thing. But the point being is that we now have a tool in reality that actually works this way and has been going for 2 years, is doing very well, and just recently has come out with a whole bunch of updates, an airdrop, all kinds of things that are happening that are honestly, in my opinion, going to start like blowing the roof off and start getting mass adoption to this platform. For one, there is first, when it comes to video hosting, Hive is a blog platform, so it just hosts the words and maybe the links to your videos. But there is a platform called ThreeSpeak, which just now put out what's called the Speak Network, SPK. Apparently I'm having trouble talking. And basically what that is it's decentralized video hosting. So if you put up a video and you host it on the blockchain, because you can choose to be it off blockchain, it will take a piece of that video and put it in every node, every person running part of this platform, and put a little bit in each person's hard drive where it's then put back together when you want to watch the video. The whole point of this is that, say you wanted to talk about something that maybe an oppressive government didn't want you to talk about. Well, now you can post it on this platform and there is no way for them to take it down. Even if they take down the website itself, you can connect to the chain, retrieve the information, as long as you've got an internet connection. So this is going to possibly change a lot of things when it comes to free speech and how people are going to be disseminating independent journalism. Um, at the same time, I'd like to get deeper into these things, but honestly, I'm already worried that with what I've said, that my video might not get seen by very many people or might get flagged in some way. And that's just the reality we deal with, where you almost self-censor because your audience isn't going to like talking about something maybe controversial, or you don't want to talk about things that the moderators are going to flag you with. So, as I often say, because then a lot of these things do involve money because it's crypto. I'm not a financial expert. I'm not a professional. You should do your own research, come to your own conclusions, and never trust anybody telling you to invest your own money on the internet. And also, even if someone does and they are an expert, still do your own research and be careful where you spend your money, and don't spend more money or invest more money than you can afford to lose, because everybody can be wrong and then all of a sudden you've got no money because it just sunk to the bottom of whatever chart your coin or stock was on. So there's risk in everything, and just look at the state of the world right now. Anything could go up, anything could go down. There could be some crazy event that absolutely changes the way everybody sees the market just because a bank decided to change something, or a corporation did something, or maybe the system starts collapsing, or maybe that's a good thing for Bitcoin, maybe it's a bad thing for Bitcoin. I don't know. So you just really gotta, hedge all your bets, be cautious, and, don't have all your eggs in one basket. But I'm pretty confident that Hive is one of the best baskets that I have when it comes to any of my investments or any of my things that I even just put energy and effort into. It's something that I've made lasting friendships with community members who I've never met. I've met people actually from Hive in Winnipeg and a few other places. Not too common. It's definitely not as popular as many other social media platforms, but it's definitely one of the largest alternatives. There is people literally in every single country that I have been able to see. I think there's somewhere where there's a have you been there, or I believe is what it's called, and basically it's a blogging platform where you travel blog for different parts of the world, and you write little essays or little blogs about the amazing place that you went and what you saw. You share some pictures. They pin it on a map so people who are traveling can see the locations and find interesting locations and read your blog about it. And then you get rewards through the Hive system for writing that blog if people enjoy it and give it a like. Um, and these are just one of the many things that are built on Hive that make it so awesome. And of course, Skate Hive's on there, and we're going to build Stoken on there, and then that's going to bring all kinds of changes to the sports world. Um, the way I really see it is like, I have big dreams about changing the world and creating a better place, but the problem is you're not just kind of come up with one idea that's going to solve all the problems. It's going to happen from every little corner of the world, everything that we can do, all doing their little part. And for me, it's the community that I felt when I joined the longboarding community. That acceptance of, sure, you may be a ragtag reject that kind of is just barely learning how to safely bomb a hill, but you're trying and you're nice and respectful, so we're going to give you a place to stay. We're going to teach you how to not die on our hill. We're going to show you around, and it's really opened up the world to me. When I used to not travel all that much, it was amazing to just have a house somewhere in Vancouver that people are like, yeah, you just ask them. If you're a fellow skater, they're going to let you stay. Maybe you'll help them with dishes and some food or something like that. It's a fair trade. But honestly, uh, maybe it's a fair trade for me. But honestly, I think that skate houses and all of that stuff has brought so much value to me that that is part of the reason why I want to spread community everywhere I go. So, that's my way to pay back the value I got from that. Because, well, I tell you what, Airbnbs are not cheap, hotels neither. Um, let me see, where was I? Yeah, basically with Speak Network, it's going to be possible for you to run, another way to earn creating content, as well as if you're hosting and running the network, you get rewards that way. Currently, I'm getting a airdrop, and I'm going to switch over to their screen here, which right now the market is just finding the price at the moment, but I've got 2,646 tokens just from one single airdrop. I think they have their dates set a little bit wrong because it's saying there's 3 claims, but there's only been one. Um, but I'm going to get that once a month for a full year, and I can then stake these coins to earn more rewards for hosting the network. They're like digital versions of miners. Um, and through Speak Network, it's going to be possible to just create your own platform tied to Hive, just like what we're planning with Stoken, and it's not going to cost you anything. If you need more bandwidth, you do have to pay for more bandwidth from what I'm understanding. But initially starting off just with you and your buddies, you're not going to pay anything. And then you can also create your own token, and I believe we should be able to import Stoken into this and start distributing it to you guys once we work out all the kinks and this is available to us. So hopefully Stoken is coming sooner than we're even expecting. Either way, it's only going to come as quickly as it is ready, because first and foremost, uh, we want to make this function in the way that's going to help and benefit everybody in the sports community. Of course, longtime Skate Hive members, Steam Skate members, they're going to see a lot more benefit because they've been part of this vision and this community since day one. So we've gone back through 2 years of data, and we're trying to find our stars, find the people who really deserve our support, and we're hoping to make some incredible things in this next year on Hive. Um, yeah, it's it's honestly like this last year has just been face meltingly awesome. Splinterlands is now, I think it still is, the #1 crypto game out there. It's been blowing up. I'm doing quite well in it, regularly getting to the top of my power limit for the championships. Um, oh man, Hive has just changed my world because and the fun, I get this all the time when I tell people, oh, I have this new social media platform you should try. Their immediate response is, no, thank you. I don't want any more social media. And I can understand why anyone would say that, because when you say the word social media, or the words, that is like a dirty word, because, you know, the current platform that everybody uses has given everybody a very bad example of what social media could be. Like, this is not supposed to be, well, maybe it is supposed to be a data mining platform, But the idea and concept of social media is not to exploit everybody's data to sell them garbage they don't need. Always sounds like I'm quoting Fight Club when I say that, but the point being is that social media is meant to be social. It's supposed to be community. It's supposed to bring people together, where you can share your data, as in pictures of cats and skateboards, with your fellow friends that want pictures of skating cats and skateboards and cats. So the point being is that this is something completely different, and it's opened my mind to what's really possible with social media and cryptocurrencies. And I believed this kind of vision back when it was still Steemit. I just figured the community was in charge and that it would keep lasting. Um, and somehow that vision just keeps on coming further and further true. And I'm excited to see where this will go. So, yeah, completely, completely changed my mind about social media and just the way people interact with each other. Because once you understand Hive, you realize you're part owner, and you want it to be successful. You want everybody to enjoy it. You want to be nice to those people. You want to teach them how to do better. You want to encourage new people to stay and keep active. Um, and then everybody gets rewarded as a result. Everybody's just sharing their value through upvotes to each other. So yeah, happy birthday, Hive. And if you obviously want to join, let me know, because I can help you get on the platform, where it's going to be much easier to onboard very soon, from what I've been hearing from the Speak Network guys. And then it should be simple as just signing up with a Facebook account, and eventually you'll get your keys and be able to keep everything nice and secure. Um, but yeah, that kind of concludes it, because I've run out of things to say. I didn't really plan this video. I just kind of was like, it's a special day. I need to rant. I know enough about Hive. We'll have something to say. And then I just sat down in front of the camera and was like, let's go. But oh yeah. So happy birthday, Hive. And you guys all Hive on.